Nashville Superspeedway, and that's right, we're still in Nashville. This is like the second or third week in a row that we're racing here, either here or the fairgrounds, but this time we're jumping in the Gen 4, in the old accidental Gen 4 that came out last year or the year before. I think it was the year before. But after this week 13 coming up, these will be replaced by actual real scans of the real-life Gen 4 cars. So I decided, since I have the opportunity and since there's nothing really else to run this week, I'd try and give these another go for their final week right before it switches over. Try and get it in, and we'll see how it goes. I've completely forgotten how to drive it, and I am the number one car in a single split, I think. Might have split, but I don't think it did. We only got like 22 or 23 people in here. 80 laps here at Nashville Superspeedway, though. It should be fairly clean, I would think. And I am struggling to get the car to slow down. Probably not going to be a good lap then. Doing some practice, and my best lap didn't come until like lap 6 or 7 on my runs. So I was really underdriving it on new tires. We'll try and avoid that. A little bit loose there. This isn't going to be very good, but oh well. I think we need to be down in the 29s. Not going to be great for us to start way in the back as the one car, but that's alright. Just try and have a good race, have some fun, and what will presumably be my final race ever in this body style. Not sure if they will keep it or not after the new Gen 4 come out. It was the old ARCA car for a long time, and it was the old Nationwide car way back when it first came out. And then they accidentally, quote-unquote, made it into a Gen 4 car by increasing the power, and it's kind of some messed up amalgamation that approximates a Gen 4. But it puts on some good racing, some fun racing, if it stays green. But this body style has been in the game pretty much since it first started. And it's going to be crazy not having it. I said that when I raced ARCA for the last time before the new ones came out. But this will be the final official race I do in this body style, and it's crazy. So I really wanted to try and get this race in. Just because of that, because I probably won't have another opportunity to run this unless I do some hosted event or somebody else does, but that won't be for a long time, I imagine, if ever. But they're racing here at one of my favorite tracks. Always fun racing here, no matter what it's in. And we did a race in the Gen 4 with these before at this place a while ago, so I know it can be a really fun combo. And we'll do our best to see if we can have a good, fun time. But 80 laps is going to be a long one. I don't know how far we can go on fuel. I didn't even look, but I'm sure it's not 80. Probably like 40, if even that. We'll have to see when we get in the car. I imagine there's going to be yellows. I know this track promotes really, really clean racing, but this is officials in the Gen 4 single split, I think. So, yeah, I think it's pretty likely we're going to get a yellow or two. And if we get one yellow, you know there are going to be people spinning up the tires on the restarts and probably cause more yellows, and it'll just compound into more and more. 29.8s up front. We're back in P6 at the moment. If we can stay right around top 10 area like that, or maybe get close to the top 5 if we get a long run, I'd be happy with that, but not sure how we're going to do here. Haven't raced this car in a long time. Not going to change the brake bias or anything in the garage. And we're starting 6th.
You'll have to stop for more fuel before the race is
I don't think I recognize anybody in here, so
The estimated
not sure how everyone's going to race, but just got to hope it's clean and give everyone a good luck. And we'll give it a shot. One last go in this body style. And we'll have this as a comparison to the new Gen 4 that come out and see how much of an improvement that actual Gen 4 will be. Because it should be much better, and it should have much better fuel mileage, which will be a lot better for the racing, I think. It's going to be fun once we finally get that car. But I will say I probably won't do any official racing. Any official racing with the new car, because they're not going to have the correct rule set for the era, and that just does not make me want to race it at all. So I'll either be hosting some, or Nick will host some, or somebody's going to host some and I'll race those, but I probably won't do officials with it just because it's going to be green, white checkers and double file restarts and just stuff that they did not do at all when they raced the car in the real life series. So I'm not interested in running something like that. Just the way it is. No power, or more power to you if you like that and you want to run that for those cars, but that is not what I want to run. I want to run it as close to as real life as it was as possible. I wish we could do race back to the start finish line for yellows, but that's not currently possible in the game. So it is what it is. Plus, I think this season they ran on dirt or something, which I'm not interested at all in running these on dirt. They not once ran on dirt in real life in the Cup Series. And 22 is going to wreck us before we get to the green. And it's going to remind me why I never wanted to race these official in the first place. Oh, it'll be fine. Let's just get going here. I hope. Fully expecting the 22 to jump it 3 wide on our outside right out of the gate.
Alright, I'm done ranting. Let's have fun, boys. Good luck.
And let's have fun and good luck, for sure.
Get ready.
Stack up, guys. Oh my god.
Alright, man. Pace cars in. Green, green, green.
Alright, 22 didn't jump it.
Got one inside.
That's good. We get off to a smooth start. Try and get through turn 1 and 2 without getting loose. And then maybe get single file. Oh, the guy underneath us got a little bit loose.
All clear, all clear.
Oh man.
3 wide, you're in
Now
the
we're
middle.
3 wide. I was going to get to the bottom,
Hold your line. You got one inside.
but apparently the
Get
10
wide
was
there.
going to enter it in way harder than I was expecting.
Clear low, clear low.
One in the grass.
Should be clear now. And I way overdrove that because I didn't want to get run over. Alright, we got a big enough gap now. We should be good. Let's start backing up the corners and actually driving this thing. If we can, if we have that ability. 7 car up ahead just got big loose, but he saves it. Loses a little bit of momentum. Some dirt kicked up on the middle of the straightaway there. I don't know how these guys are entering the corner so hard. I guess they got the brakes moved way forward, but I'm just plowing tight on entry right now. Hopefully we'll be okay long run, but really with the fuel mileage being so low, you don't get a long enough run for tires to really matter as much as they should.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 30.
Don't feel like I'm getting the rotation that I need. We're beating the 10 on exit, but he is catching us a lot on entry, so maybe he'll fall off later. He's overdriving it a bit. But I don't feel very quick right now. Not feeling very quick right now at all. Tin apparently was going to pass us
I'll leave you inside
from the middle of the
23.
straightaway into the corner by just full throttling it.
Thank you.
Alright, nice and smooth. Made it 7 laps. They've been pretty eventful.
30.387.
This thing's just plowing, man. It's not turning at all. I noticed one thing that I guess I wasn't used to, but getting on the brakes, it does not want to pull left at all. Which I think I was used to because I was keeping the wheel straight and it was not entering the corner. Usually when you get on the brakes, the car turns left a little bit for you. What I thought. Or maybe I'm just used to the Xfinity car at the moment. I don't know. It's like got no rotation built into it though. I think we need to move the brakes forward, or back, I mean, when we get a chance. This guy's way quicker than us right now, so we'll just give it to him out of... Well, we'll give it to him into 1, I guess. Maybe, maybe not. He wasn't really close enough there, but he should get the run on us out of 2 here.
Buddy.
And they're making contact ahead. That could turn into a wreck. Nope, he doesn't get a run. Okay. Let's move those back just a little bit. Trying to get where I can reach that. And not put it in the wall. This thing is so dang tight. Don't remember it being this tight on entry.
Got one outside.
This guy's going to pass us on the outside.
Still there? What's the line?
It's going to get the 10 right back to us.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. All clear. All
Just
clear.
let him have it and get in line and maybe hold off the 10. I just can't get into the corner. It's just plowing so bad. But we got a little space here now.
That was a nice pass. Dick, you had to work for that one.
Appreciate that, thank you. One in the grass on the front.
Got another one in the grass, apparently. They were getting loose again up in the top 5, making a little contact, it looked like. Gosh dang, why is this thing so dang tight?
Hi, Paul.
A couple people into the wall there.
The lead is on 30.494.
One guy spinning onto the apron. No yellow at the moment. Hopefully it stays green. If he's staying down there, it should. I think I remember struggling a little bit in the season we did when we came here. I was kind of like this, just not able to get that top end speed. I think I was just too tight. That's exactly what I'm feeling right now. These guys are just driving away from me, and I can't keep up. Can't get into the corner. Try and get on throttle a little bit sooner, maybe, and maybe that will rotate the rear end around for us a bit into the corner. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Or maybe that'll just make it start plowing on exit. Who knows? We got a big gap behind us now, all of a sudden. I don't think I've raced this car in about a year. If I remember correctly, maybe even more than that. Because I don't like doing the official series because of the rules. Got the 7 car falling off a little bit. 6 car is going to look to pass him right here. Oh, that time I was able to get it to rotate. Need to check on fuel here in a second. Do 33 laps, we can make it to halfway, I think. So I guess we'll just do that, pit it halfway.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side. Still there.
Cheers, buddy.
Get a run underneath the 7. Hopefully clear them before we get to 1. We will.
All clear, all clear.
We got a lap car here. Staying high for us.
Got one outside.
Appreciate that.
All clear, all clear.
Seven car behind us might have been one of the ones that tapped the wall. Looks like his right front is bent in a little bit. That could be why he's falling off so bad. Then we just completely blow the corner. But he entered way too hard behind us. And now 6 cars falling off a little bit, so maybe he just wasn't that much faster than us at the beginning. He was just pushing a lot harder. Now his tires are gone. And we get a yellow.
Tab 22, I thought you had it saved.
How many sets of tires do we have? 2. I guess we can pit. I don't know. Might as well.
I'm sorry about the start to the guy behind me.
We're back up to 5th, though, all of a sudden. Now, since that was just a short run, we're going to have another short run coming up, and that will get probably the 6 and 7 back past us. Just quicker than us short run speed, but if you don't ever get a long run like that, then you don't need long run speed, and you need short run speed. And I almost never have short run speed, regardless of the car that we're driving. We'll come in, top it off, put 4 tires on it. And see where we come out. See if anybody stays out. I think you pretty much got a pit there, though.
Pit box in 10,
Don't speed.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
93.90. Not great, I would say, but I don't really know. We're wearing the right rear more than the right front, at least.
That's it, go.
Be mindful, you only have one set of tires remaining.
Six
Line up
car gets
single
past
file.
us right out of the pits there, so he's just gonna be in front of us, so that's fine. We don't have to let him by or anything, because I'm sure he's gonna be quicker than us as we drop the green. 7 car must be fixing damage or something behind
Pit
us.
lane is closed already. It was just open for one lap.
It'll reopen.
Says open for me.
Yeah, mine says closed.
I hope we get a longer run, because I felt like I was just starting to pick up some speed on the rest of the people. Because I think everyone was entering the corner a lot harder than us,
Did you
and
pass the pace car at all?
maybe that was helping us save our right fronts.
Alright, man, we're going
Keep
green.
slow.
Next
I don't
time
know.
by. Alright, man, line up on
And we
the
get
inside
double
row.
file
Next
restarts
time by.
because
No.
iRacing doesn't care, to be realistic.
Sitting, I think, in third, but probably a lap down, needing tires. But it said pit closed.
Oh man, we fall all the way back to 9th, so I guess a handful of people did stay out, or take 2. I didn't see anybody leave the pits earlier. I think some people just stayed out. I think the 16, 15, and 20 stayed out, so we got to be really careful here and watch for people spinning up the tires right out of the gate. This is going to be dangerous.
To at least lap 35 or 40 before they get real. You're gonna fall off a little bit.
Anybody else's screen still say pit open with 1 to go?
Right now, I did not take tires. I believe the first 2 ahead of me did not either. So you got at least
Alright.
without fresh tires.
Alright, heads up, all I'm saying is for the guys that didn't take tires, we might not catch you right away on the restart, but as soon as you go into the corner, we are going to be catching up very fast, so
Yeah, I
just a
think,
heads
I
up.
think we'll be right
Might wanna
on top
keep
of them.
yourself
Ready?
consistent as possible in the corner, because we're going to pass you.
And be
One guy's
careful on the
way up in
restart,
front of the
'cause you
field.
will
I don't know what
blow
he's
tires
doing.
Pace cars in. Green flag, green
Wait
flag.
until green. That's going to get us all stacked up. 15's not going for some reason. Might be starting in 4th gear. Well, let's be ready for whatever nonsense happens here. They're wrecking to our outside. Try and get past the 20.
All clear,
All right.
all clear.
That was close. I think we're pretty much back to where we were. Yeah, looks like we are. And we get the 6 car right behind us again, so watch for him entering the corner faster than us.
Did a 32.381.
Gosh dang, this thing just doesn't turn. Until you get to the corner exit, then it will turn. Next car's the leader. Oh, that's the 16 on older tires. And
Outside.
he thankfully doesn't turn down in front of us there.
All clear, all clear.
Because we would have had to
These
really
two
check
tires
up.
are really loose coming out of 4.
Left position. Your 4th place.
The car in
P1, just hit the fastest left. 30.019.
We had a decent-ish run at the start, so I think this could go green for a little bit. I think taking tires there was the play. The longer this stays green for those people with older tires,
Damn, 7.
the worse they're going to be.
Yeah, 7's fucking getting it.
Your fastest left position.
If I didn't move up, he was going to run right through me.
1, just hit the fastest left. 29.3.
He did the same thing on the restart.
7 drives too hard, you'll fall off in about 15 laps.
Four car pushes up a little bit off the bottom. We catch him a little bit. I don't know if we're quick enough to pass him or not. First or top 2 are pulling away from everybody. Oh, he's just gonna
the car in P1,
give it to us, I see.
Just hit the fastest left.
Wasn't expecting that.
9.787. Got one
Thank you,
outside.
though. If the 6 car gets a run on us, we'll just back off for him as well. See if we can get him later, and if not, no big deal. That puts us to 3rd at the moment, though.
Alright, man,
And we get another yellow.
Caution is out. Line up single file.
So now we can stay out and start third.
Thanks, everything.
And let's save some fuel while we can.
Perfect. That was bad.
Because you never know, you might be able to make it. We're pretty short at the moment. We're about 8 laps short, but we get enough yellows. You never know. I knew we would be getting some. This series just cannot stay clean, which is why part of the reason I don't run it.
In the infield and then came out in front of the 19 like at a 90-degree angle out of the infield, like straight up the track.
Don't you love it when they do that?
Killed me.
We definitely want to try and get to...
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Why are they pitting? Topping off on fuel, I guess?
It's the A car.
I guess we'll be the leader then. I don't need to pit right now. Might as well keep track position. Topping it off might be smart though. I still don't think it's enough to get you to the end.
17.
And I think we're gonna have more yellows anyway. It says we need 3.4 gallons, and I think we've only used 2 gallons since we filled it up, so I don't think that's enough. But might work out for them. I just think we're gonna get enough yellows. It's not gonna matter. Like I don't think it's gonna go green from here. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think there are start zones as well enabled, which is another dumb rule, but for other reasons. So I guess we'll have to be aware of that. I don't know if I've restarted from the lead with a start zone enabled before. I probably have and just can't remember, but we'll just go in the Geico zone or whatever.
Thanks.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the inside row.
Try and get a decent start. I think once we get to the back stretch, I'll see what second gear feels like. We're about 6 laps short now. A little bit less. Yeah, that feels alright. That feels okay. You just need to be careful once it gets to the top of the rev range, because then that's when the tires start spinning, but gassing it up, it feels fine. Hope we get a good jump and get it through the corner alright.
You have control. Maintain the pace speed until the restart zone. Then go.
Sure thing, spotter.
Green, green, green. Good job, man. Now it'll be. Good job, man.
Get a good jump.
Come on.
And let's see if we can put in a couple decent laps in a row with nobody in front of us. The people that were in front of us pit when we did the first time, so they're not going to be on newer tires than us right now. They just went in for fuel, which might be a smart play. We'll have to see how this plays out. I don't know what car number they were. They might have been the 2 and 3 car. Couldn't tell. Or I can't remember, or didn't really look. Well, we get to lead a few laps. That's always fun. As I overdrive entry to every corner I see. Got the 4 and 7 coming up. I think they're quicker than us right now. 7, I think, is pushing really hard. If he gets up here, I'm not going to hold him back too much. Just going to slow us down and use up more of our tires. When long run, I think we might be better off. I don't know. We will just have to see. Getting loose out of turn 4 right now. Whoop. Catch the wall. We'll just give it to him. Fall in line behind him and get loose. He's entering the corner so hard though. We'll see where we end up in 15 laps, 10 to 15 laps here.
Good job, the next car is the leader. The leader just did a 30.
But I'm also happy just running P2. For now, at least. Got a little gap behind us to the 5, who is past the 4, looks like. I wish I would have kept track of the car numbers in front of us when they pit, see where they are at the moment, or where they're going to end up. I don't think it was the 6. He was out here already. He was battling with us around 4th or 5th or whatever, I think.
Alright, we're halfway to the finish.
Halfway already. Gotten a couple yellows, but it hasn't been terrible. If it were any other track, it probably would be double the amount of yellows already. Though, I don't know, it might be cleaner now. I haven't raced this series in a very long time. Seven car might be starting to get tight. Looks like he had the lift coming out of turn 4 there. I'm just trying to save my tires the best I can. I don't think I'm doing a great job at it, but just try not to overdrive entry too much. Easier said than done with this setup. Need this to go another 20 laps and then get a yellow so we can pit for tires then and be good. Not have to worry about it anymore. We'll have to see.
The leader just did a 30.717.
Got some lap traffic coming up, looks like. I wonder if anybody that stayed out on the first yellow pit for tires, that last one, because I think the 15 was one of the ones. I think he's up in front of us, so he must have been he must have stayed out again. Send a car into the wall up ahead. He's pushing really, really hard on entry and exit. That time I got kind of weird in the middle of the corner and had to kind of chase it up the track. Starting to catch up behind us as well. They definitely will catch up if we get side by side with the 7 and battle. Yeah, we definitely cannot make it on fuel. Not even close. I gotta hope the people that topped it off can't either. I wouldn't think they'd be able to, but they might be back there saving. Who knows? But we got a long time before that becomes a problem, so I really do expect to get another yellow. And we'll just take 4 and enough fuel to get it to the end. Or maybe we'll fill it up to take the balance where we want it. I don't know.
Outside. Still there.
7 just
You're clear high. Clear
being
high.
easy with us. Backing off early. Gets us back to the lead for the moment. But the 4 and 5 are coming pretty quick behind him, I think.
Alright, get back in first.
He's just overdriving it. That's why he's falling off so much. He's got speed, but part of racing is being fastest the whole time, not just at the beginning of runs. Usually that means taking care of the tires. Not that I'm doing great at it, but I'm just trying to back it up a little bit. I think we do need to move the brakes back even more, honestly. It's so dang tight. Probably just moving back the whole way. We are not loose at all on entry. Let's just go ahead and do it. It'll be alright, I'm sure. That felt even tighter. Five car is definitely, or the 4 car is definitely catching us by quite a bit. I think he's been doing the best job at saving, probably, out of the top group here. He let us go earlier before the second yellow came out. I think he was just looking to conserve a little bit. He's probably got a good chance to win this race. But if we get a short run to the end, the 7 might be in line to win this race. Because I cannot go that fast. I don't think. I don't think I could push it that fast or that hard and be that quick. I just end up overdriving entry and losing all my time middle of the corner. It's typically what happens to me when I try and push. A lot of people are a lot better at it. So we get sideways a bit. What were the left side tires on that pit stop? If we stay green, is it going to be worth trying to take 2? It might be. Let's go for a quick stop. .98 on the lefts. I wouldn't imagine that would hurt it too bad. Staying out on those longer. I don't think we've done a 20 lap run on these yet. Getting ready to be a 20 lap run though, in a handful of laps. Four car falling off again. 5 got back around him, so maybe 5's been saving most. Not sure. Thought the 4 would have been, but he all of a sudden dropped off. Maybe he got loose or got up into the wall a little bit behind us. Got the 15 here. Hopefully he stays high. Looks like he's going to, so that's good.
Outside. All clear, all clear.
Been a pretty decent race, all things considered. Got a couple yellows, but it hadn't been terrible. Had 2 long runs already. Hopefully the end doesn't turn into garbage, as so often happens in official racing. Just get massive aggression trying to get it to the checkered. But maybe we won't have to worry about that.
Alright, man, that car is
I think we'll take this as long as we can. And if we end up having to stop under green, I'll just take rights and put a little bit of fuel in it. Just to have the fastest pit stop. But I still don't anticipate having to do a green flag pit stop. But just thinking ahead in case we have to. Whoa, Nelly. See, I think those big loose moments like that are going to get more common throughout the field the longer this goes. And I think
we have 20 laps to go.
we may eventually get somebody spinning. Here comes the 5, looking very quick. Somebody going down pit road there, a couple people.
Outside.
13 gets the wall a little bit,
You're clear high, clear high.
but it keeps it up there, allows us to get by him no problem. That's fine. Five car cutting the apron on the front stretch. I don't think that's going to be any faster. I think it's more likely just to get you loose. At this place anyway, if you go to like Vegas or something, it can be a bit quicker. But these things are so unstable, not really worth it. Hopefully we're not the only one that has to pit. Nobody's really saving, from what I can tell. There could be those people that topped off that are back there saving that could be in line for the win, but people we've been around have been pushing really hard. Seems like. Now we got a big gap to the 4 behind the 5 car. I'm having trouble getting it to the yellow line right now. It's just really tight, really on that right front. Should have moved the brakes back in the garage so we'd have even further play. But I didn't do enough laps to know it was going to get this tight. Should have expected it though. That's people coming out of the pits. If we get a yellow, we're definitely taking 4. I think it's going to be a lot worse to do 2 if we're all together. Oh man, we're loose. It's going to make it look like we were blocking. I wasn't trying to. I was sideways there. And there's the yellow. All right.
Pit road is closed. It's the 20 car.
Right on schedule. We'll come in for our 4 tires. I'll put 5 gallons of fuel in it just to be safe. Try and get caught up to the pace car up here somewhere. See if we can get into the pits quickly and then come out in front still. If we can control this start, we might be in decent shape, but I think people like the 7 and it could be several others that are quicker short run are going to be able to get up here and pass us, but this might be a long enough run we could get it. I don't know. 13 laps, it's not going to be very much.
Pit road is now open.
Definitely perfect time to take the tires though. I think there's a good chance we come out with the lead still, so I'm just still going to take 4, like I said. I think 2 would be quite a bit worse anyway. Love it when people try to pass you onto pit road. So now I can't pit.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Okay. 80, 75, 96, 95. Those would have been fine for a little run to the end if it stayed green.
That's it, go.
And we come out in front.
Let's hit the tires. Make them last the rest of the race.
Actually, we don't. The 11 and the 4 come out. They must have taken 2 or something. We came out ahead of all the people that took 4. So this could be a messy start. We'll see how 2 tires does, though. I'm curious.
There, Larry.
Didn't realize I had them muted. I thought they were just being quiet. We can make it on fuel now for sure. 7 could be could be in line for this win though with how quick he was. Oh, 4 car pitting now, so something must have happened. That's going to send him to the back of the field. That's not what he wanted.
Fuel.
11 car staying out though, I think, or taking 2. I don't know if he pit or not.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the outside.
Didn't really want to start on the outside, but oh well. I've never done a restart on the outside front row with a restart zone, so I hope I don't give myself a black flag. That's why I do not like those at all. You just get black flags just because you don't have the experience for the stupid thing. A lot of people have that problem, just getting random black flags for no reason. Let's see how messy this turns into. the 11's on old tires, then he may not be able to get going at all. We might be in good shape here, but I think that's just going to give us a black flag if he spins the tires, right? I don't know. If we get a black flag, that would be sad, unfortunate.
Green flag, green flag. Next car, 24.215.
He went really early in the zone.
Got one inside.
I got the black foot. Something happened there. Something screwy with the game.
Oh, the 11's pushing up. He's on old tires.
Me too.
And some people got black flags, apparently.
Go around that 15 or whatever.
I can't turn. I can turn out of the corner, that's for sure. That's going to get the 2 past us.
Stay high. Good job, man. Now you're looking. Clear low, clear low.
I believe he will just take off.
I knew I was supposed to be in the back, and I was, and then all of a sudden it told me to pass everybody, so then I did, and then I got a black foot.
Must have been the 8 and the 2 that were up front, because here comes the 8 as well.
I got a bunch of names. It wouldn't matter. I'm just trying to get.
We do not have their kind of short run speed, that is for sure. I'm trying to push as hard as I can, but it is not quick enough. That start did help us out though, starting on the outside. And there's another yellow. And we'll be starting on the outside again, but this time we don't have no tires to our inside to slow everybody down.
All the way in the first.
Man, I couldn't get any closer to Malcolm. I was right on his ass.
Yeah, did someone send you right into the turn? Because you were like trying to give me space and I was just trying to work.
7 got used up by the guy on old tires.
Try
so he
and
took it out on the rest of the field.
Try and cool these tires down a little
that's
bit
just
from that
too-
run. That got them pretty hot. I would think I was turning the wheel quite a bit there.
The last 4 races I've DQ'd or wrecked out or...
Pit road is now open.
Get up here in the light.
Oh, you got a big
Lighter
old tire
concrete.
down, buddy. I'm gonna fix that. Or not, because you're an intercontinental ballistic missile, buddy. Damn, okay. He's going at it with that bent right rear.
Pit road is closed.
Clicky cautions here, so this is not going to get into however many green white checkers we have.
23. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
But I would imagine if we get another yellow, then we'd get a green white checkered. Hopefully we just go green to the end though. I'd be really happy with a 2nd or 3rd place. I think the 8's quicker than us short run. I think the 7 is as well. He just got slowed up by the 11 that last restart. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to do here. Just hopefully survive. If we can.
We ain't making it.
Try and get into turn 1 without getting run over. Or getting loose and spinning down into the field, especially out of turn 4. It was very slick out of turn 4. It has been the whole time.
It's a real shame too, because this next upcoming one has 60 plus people in it.
Yeah, because that's the final one of the week.
We could have had a real full race, Lobby,
man, we're
if
going
we just
green
kept it
next
clean,
time,
boys.
Alright,
Shame
man.
on us
Line
all.
up on the outside row now.
We're in a podium position.
Catch the 8 car.
We are in a podium position. Thanks, spotter.
60 in one race?
Nah, more like there's going to be at least 25 plus in one race, but there's 60 plus signed up for it. Oh, yep, see, Will did for it.
Two cars are going to need to catch the pace car before we go green, or otherwise it will be illegal. But that may not stop him from doing it. I don't know. Looks like we got caught up. Now we got the 8 to our inside. We got the 5, who I think we can be quicker than. Maybe. He's starting right behind us. 7 cars starting right behind the 8. The 2 cars on the inside row behind us might be really fast here. We'll just have to keep an eye out. See how everyone gets out of the corners.
Taurus and the other one. I can't remember what the other fucking one is.
Ah.
Yeah, this is like the end of this car. Now
Lead has
retro.
control. Maintain the pace speed until the start zone, then go.
Try and see when he's going.
Green, green, green. The road is now open.
The lead lifted up.
We did not get a very good jump,
7-4.
but nothing we can do about it.
Got one inside. Go there. Hold the line. Stay high.
Outside actually kind of worked there. That's
Clear
surprising.
low, clear low.
Try not to get loose out of 4 here. 2 car kind of got a little loose, but not terrible. We got a little bit of a gap. Little bit of a gap.
Alright, man. You're back in second.
Wish I could stop overdriving though. Something's happening behind us. They might be 4 wide. Now we got a gap. Outside felt pretty good through 1 and 2 there. We didn't get a good launch, but through the corner I was feeling good. Just did our fastest lap of the race. 4 car behind us now. He might be able to catch up. And it looks like he will.
Alright, man. White flag.
It's white flag already. Here we go. Can we hang on a second? I didn't even realize we were this close. We're going to end under green. That's great. Oh, he'll definitely catch up if we do that again.
2, 3, jump 5 across the flat. 29.619.
Well, as long as we get through 3 and 4, we should be decent. Should be fine. Good win. Hey, second place, 0x.
Yeah, good one.
There's the Checkered.
That's a pretty good race to close out this
Alright, see you.
iteration of the Gen 4.
Good job, driver.
This accidental nationwide ARCA car, K&N series car, body. Officially done on iRacing. So sad to see. Hopefully it comes back for a vintage nationwide series or something. I hope they don't just delete it, because this is a part of history and this is an actual car that they scanned in 2009 or 8 or whatever. And you know, iRacing's been around for 20 years almost. 20 years from now, we're going to look back at the 09 nationwide series and be nostalgic, right? I mean, we can already be nostalgic about it. We're going to want to run cars like that. So really no reason to get rid of it. Hopefully they don't. They're starting to do that with some older stuff, and it's just, they're going to regret it, I know, and I'm definitely going to be sad that they're gone eventually, and already am, for the stuff that they've removed. But that was a pretty good race and a good way to end this car. Looking forward to later in the week trying out the new Gen 4, see how those go. Hope that they don't have too many issues like a lot of their new cars tend to have right out of the gate. We'll see. Let's take a look at the incidents that happened. Had a couple cautions. 3, I think, right? Oh, 12 misses a shift. 14 rear ends him, but actually they keep it straight. That's very surprising with these rear ends. Oh, and then the 11. Does he just get loose out of 4? Looks like, yeah. I was getting loose out of 4 a lot this race. That was a trouble spot of the track. Looks like he just goes through the grass, spins it around a couple times. No penalty though, and I think he must get his lap back if he goes a lap down here. He must have got a penalty there for unsafe pit, but he winds up back in the lead at some point, staying out on a yellow. 7 car is the one we saw hit the wall out of 4. 11 car spinning again to the apron there. 12 car maybe just barely caught the apron there with the left sides down the front stretch. Not the 12, the 22, and is just full throttling it. Try and get it back turned straight, and that did not work, and ends up looping it. And that brings out the yellow, and he just resets, thankfully. This is the restart. What happens to the 15 here? Does he start in 4th gear or something? I don't know. He just doesn't go at all. He's just sitting still. We all get around him. Nearly clips that guy. He was one of the ones that stayed out, and then they make contact up here. The 3. And the 20. 5 car massively jumps it here. Takes it 3 wide on the 4 and the 20. And then I think the 20 was on old tires, and then that caused the 20 to push up as the 3 is turning in, and that spins the 3 up the track. Sends him to the back, but doesn't hit the wall, doesn't spin out. 17 car going through the grass and just rolling back up the track and just gets absolutely demolished by the 19. 17 could have easily avoided that, but nowhere for the 19 to go. Just drove up the track and parked it in front of everybody. That's unfortunate. Get another restart here. They kind of accordion, and then that guy, the 18's not going. And a couple other people not going. I don't know why everyone's just not going on these restarts. It's crazy. Old tires don't slow you down that much, gassing it up. And then 18 loses it right in front of the 15. And 15 saves it, goes through the grass, and keeps it straight. Then 3 car, getting that looseness out of 4. He's trying to save it. Gets up into the wall, keeps it straight. $15 overdriving it, looking like I did on the first lap. Or whenever I did that at the beginning. 10 car getting that loose out of 4. And then green flag pit stop, and he gasses it up, and it just jumps sideways on him. Luckily, he doesn't get hit there. I don't think that brought out a yellow. I can't tell. He didn't really get sideways. Are there no indicator lights on the corner here? Must not have. Or maybe it did. I don't know. We get a restart, though. 16 car doesn't turn. Man, the 3's just getting used up when he's on the outside. Just everybody underneath him not turning. And then whatever's going on up here. Oh, this is the 11. This is when we were, yeah. We were up in second on that restart. The 11 stayed out on old tires, and old tires just has no grip through the corner. And then the 7's nowhere to go because I'm right on his outside. Gets into the back of the 11 a bit. That shoots him up the track. That's why the 11 climbed up the track a little bit, and then he just keeps running into him. And I think there was a wreck, right? Maybe. Maybe not. 7's going to get around him, no problem. Now him and the 12 and the 8 coming together. He just gets into the back of them there. They kind of checked up, but runs him over. Now we're on lap 78. 5 car just turning down into him, spinning him up the track and himself up into the wall. Not sure what that was. And 2 car wins it. 2 car was good. He was really quick there. Short run, he had it. He might have been a good long run too. We just didn't get a long enough run to see, or just was saving tires to stay out on that caution. Or if we had a green flag pit stop at the end, I'm not sure. But I will take a second place, 0 incidents. Didn't think I was the second fastest car out there, but we were pulling away from them at the end. Of course, a lot of them had a little bit of damage, or were getting checked up by some slower tires. But yeah, happy with that. Call that a success for the old car here, and look forward to the new one. See how that one does. Be interesting to compare it to NR 2003, which I'm a huge fan of, as you know, probably. So looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching.